Hello, 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 everybody. It is Matt, and it is Scary Saturday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when I am here. I know it's an awful lot, but I got an awful lot on my plate to review, so I hope you keep that in mind. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you your brief synopsis, which I kind of added on to it a little bit, so it has a little more to the synopsis. But I didn't really write the full thing. I just wrote part of it. I gave you your starring cast, your director, your runtime of the cut I am watching, which this thing only runs at just under 12 minutes long, so it is very short. I give you a link for where you can watch it, and if you decide you can help support the channel and toss me a couple of bucks, which I greatly appreciate. With all that said in mind, let's get all that out of the way. Let's roll on to the film of the day, and today's is a good one. It is from Finland. It is none other than Blood for Blood, directed by Matti Soikkelli. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your last name, Matti. I know I'm most likely butchered it with that pronunciation. But either way, Matti did a fantastic job. This is my first film that I've seen of his. He's got several of them up there to choose from. Like 6, I think, maybe 7, maybe it was 5. Either way, 5 to 7 films to choose from that he has directed all himself. This one came out back in 2019, and it is a very interesting little film. I am not very familiar with Finnish cinema, so this would be one of, I think, the first ones that I've seen that I can think of off the top of my head. I've seen Swedish. I've seen other areas around that country, but I'm not sure if I've seen anything from Finland before, so this will be a new one for me. Now, what exactly is Blood for Blood about? Being that it's only about 12 minutes long, it's very short, sweet, and to the point. It is about a guy who is a young dad who is a drug dealer trying to make ends meet. Basically, doing everything wrong to get ahead in life. So one day he is out and about and he is doing a deal, and he gets robbed by a gang of a duo of neo-Nazis. As a matter of fact, the only reason you really know that they're neo-Nazis, other than their vulgar display of language. But one of them has a lovely swastika tattooed right in the middle of his third eye. So it is very very apparent that these guys are very, very bad people. They are up to no good. They rob him of his goods, and this part, our young dad, played by Matti, is he calls somebody for help. He decides he's going to get some revenge. He tracks down our duo of baddies, and he decides he's going to kill both of them one by one. One of them, our neo-Nazi with the swastika tattooed in the middle of his forehead, decides he's going to go out and take a piss. I don't know, maybe it's customary to take your shirt off while you go outside to take a leak in the middle of broad daylight in Finland. Over here, not so much. He goes outside, he takes his shirt off. While I am quite impressed he didn't burn himself, because he's got a lit cigarette in his mouth the whole time. How he did that is very impressive, how he did not burn the shit out of himself, because I know with my luck, I would have burned the hell out of myself. But he goes outside, and he is quickly taken care of by our drug dealer dad. It is very bloody, very cool. He blows him away with a shotgun, and then he shoots him with a handgun, and it is very bloody and lots of cool arterial sprayage going on. The blood is nice and heavy. I really loved it. It was so cool. And then our second bad guy, the other neo-Nazi, decides he's going to come out and check on things. He is quickly met by Matti, and Matti is starting to fight with him. Our other neo-Nazi is a lot more, I guess, skilled, or at least he had a lot better of a chance to defend himself. And as a matter of fact, stabs Matti several times in the stomach. To much dismay that he gets his revenge, but our killer that is on his revenge spree ends up dying at the final ending seconds of the film. So yes, I did give away the entire film, but it is hard to review a movie that is only 12 minutes long and not give away what it's about, what's going on, what it's doing, who's saying what, and when and where. So it is a challenge, but it is a fun challenge. It is one of those that I gladly accept. I love reviewing short films, especially if they push me to the boundary to where I have to come up with something to say for 10 to 15 minutes, it makes it a little more of a challenge. So I really enjoy that. And also it makes me have to pay attention a lot more, because we're having all of our action happen in such a quick, fast pace that if you blink or take your eye off the screen, you will miss something. Because there is so much going on so fast, so quickly in this film that you must pay attention to it. It is very cool. I plan on doing some more Matti Soikkelli reviews in the future. I am completely booked for this month, unfortunately, but I will try to squeeze in, because his films are short, it looks like. So I'll try to squeeze one or two in here and there, maybe throughout the month. If not, they will definitely be on next month's docket. I am very excited to check them out, because I really thoroughly enjoyed this film. I think it is very well made. It's got a nice steady pace. It never once leaves you bored. I never once was looking at the time to see how much time is left on such a short run time. But I was thoroughly happy with everything I saw and everything that happened inside of the 12 minutes of this, 11 minutes and 50 some seconds of this film that you do see. So it is very, very, very well made, and Matti did a extremely good job. I think that he has a lot of talent for a director, and I am very curious to see what else is a part of his repertoire of films. Now, on to the three things that I like my movies to meet. First thing, the audio is very good. Yes, it is all in subtitles, so I have to read exactly what's being said, but you can understand, you can hear them clearly. The dialogue is clearly said to the point to where that if you did speak the Finnish language, you would understand what is being said and conveyed. So that is very good. I'm going to give it an A+ on that. It met every aspect of it. Even considering that there are I would guess probably complicated shoots, because shooting outside is always complicated, because you always have outside interferences always jumping in on your audio, whether it be man-made or nature or something of that aspect. It can be very complicated. I can imagine. I've been on a few film sets in my life, and filming outside was always the hardest tasks. So they did several shoots outdoors. So that lets me know that Matti knows exactly what he's doing with the audio. Now on to writing of the dialogue. The dialogue is very good. It makes you hate the people you're supposed to hate. It makes you want to like the dad that is the drug dealer, but you dislike him in the same sense because he is doing bad things to make it ahead in life. Unfortunately, the only thing I wanted out of this was a longer movie. This could have been another 10 minutes longer, and I think it would have really added extra to the story. I would have liked to have known why the dad is dealing drugs, why these neo-Nazis are talking about their stories of going jail to jail. Let's get some backstory to the neo-Nazis. There could be a lot added to this, and I think that a sequel or a prequel or whatever you want to call it, an establishing story, another film being made off of this, I think could be done, and it could be very successful, especially if you go a 30-minute route on it. Give us more of the neo-Nazis, because they are played so well, and they are written so well that you dislike them right away. You're like, oh, fuck these guys. I want to see them get taken care of because of the type of people they are. Very cool. So I'm going to give it an A+ on dialogue. Now on to editing. Editing is very smooth and clean. There is no like bumps in it that don't make sense as far as how the storyline develops. It's edited together very smooth. There are no like weird continuity errors that I noticed with editing. There are no like random jump cuts or anything that doesn't make sense to the storyline development. It is very clean. It's getting an A+ as well. Now on to my final score of the 1 through 5. I'm going to give this thing a 4 out of 5. It is that good. It is almost almost a 4.5 out of 5. I think if it was just longer, it would have got that 4.5. That's really my only complaint that I have, and it's not really even a complaint. It's more of just a suggestion. Because I don't like to do negative or complain about movies, especially if they are done as well as how Blood for Blood is done. Matti, you did a fantastic job. Thank you for sharing this. I can't wait to check out more of your films. I hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Sorry, my dog is bumping the camera. He decided he was going to get up and move last minute. I don't know why, because that's what he does. But anyways, I love your faces, and as always, peace.